Just look at that engine bay. We've got that booked in, haven't we? Absolutely love the look of this. It's lovely and refreshing to see that some of the youth of today Hey guys, Raj Sangha of Cardio Security. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Palm. You saying Palm? We are at West London Classics' first event here in Stoke Poges, and I've got to say, what a day. Now, excuse the music in the background. You got Sting Roadshow here, amazing setup. We'll have a walk around, show you some of the cars here, maybe grab one or two people, have a chat with them. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm just admiring all the cars here, mate. They're absolutely brilliant.
There are some amazing vehicles here today, and hopefully we can capture a few of them to show you guys. So you know what? Let's get into it.
We've got Raj's 993 Turbo with us today. Got my F80 M3 here. We've also got 325i Motorsport, which is for sale. And we got Raj's E30 M3 here as well today. So yeah, nice little lineup. I've just had the wheels refreshed on my M3 by Ellie at Voodoo Motorsport.
I came in my 993 Turbo today, and I've got to say, that car, I absolutely love that car. If you want to know more about that car, in the description below, there's a whole episode on that 993 Turbo. But today's all about classics, I think. There are a lot of German cars here, a lot of Mercs, a lot of BMs, a lot of E30s, a few Fords, a few classic Fords. And I think a lot of the cars you'll see today, let me rephrase that. I think some of the cars you'll see today probably haven't seen the light of day for years. They've been locked away in garages. We got these two guys here, the Rocky and Buzz show, and or the Buzz and Rocky show, whichever they are today.
Best employee ever. You're doing a great job with Cardio Security.
Welcome, thanks. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get paid on Friday. What happened? Payday. There's a lot of cars which I think have been hidden in garages, and these guys have pulled them out just for today. So, Palm, let's get into it, man. Let's walk and talk.
Do you know what the good thing is? It's great to see that a lot of the cars that have come through our workshop at this place as well.
That Capri, we did the audio install in that Capri, and it is absolutely mint. In fact, come check this. Just look at that engine bay. That is what you call mint. Locked. We'll try and get the keys at some point because it's locked. But we did the audio upgrade in this. Just check that interior out. Another car that's been to our unit a few times, car and coffee events. This belongs to Nev, E30 M3. He's done a lot of work on this. Absolutely love the look of this. Single wiper conversion, proper old school.
Proper 90s, isn't it?
Yeah, proper old school. Then we got Sats, E30 M3 next to that. That is totally OEM stock. And if you look at the difference, modified, OEM stock. Are you sort of OEM guy or you're a modified guy? I think you guys all know that I'm a modified guy, but they both look fantastic. Mercs, look at these Mercs. These we've had to our Cars and Coffee event recently as well.
These rude Mercs are rude.
Raised Merc there, that is amazing. You know, the presence that that car has, just parked here, is immense. And on the road, can you imagine seeing that in your rear view? Absolutely your pants if you saw that coming up behind you. Proper gangster look.
But you know what? There's one car here, and there's only one of it. You're not going to see another one, and that's the Chevy Impala.
You know you're a because you've been everywhere this year.
My car's about.
Yeah. One good thing is just chatting with friends, customers, car owners. Such a chilled event. love that about this event already. Apart from the cars, obviously, it's the community and the people. We've got Profusion Customs over here, exhaust specialists, fairly local to us. We send them quite a bit of work. They've got a nice collection of cars. You know, not very often you see a Trans Am. Look at that. Proper 70s and early 80s vibes in that. And RWB, I think theirs was the first RWB 964 project in the UK. And they've got 2 RWBs. Greedy, aren't they? I mean, why would you have 2 Porsches? Who needs 2 Porsches? So as well as classic E30s and Fords. 355 Spider. Again, another one of our customers. And just look at that next to it. Old school Mercs. Mark 1 Escort Mexico. That does look stunning. That color really pops as well. It's weird when you stand next to these cars, you get an idea of actually how small they are now. You know, when I was growing up, I grew up, I wouldn't say around Mark 1 because I'm not that old. I grew up around Mark 2s. And I never then thought of them as small cars. But as cars have got bigger and bigger and bigger, when you look at these now, you realize actually how small these are. I mean, look, this 964 looks absolutely titchy. This Mark 1, that's it, that's how big it is. Okay, a little bit bigger than that. But you get what I mean. All right.
How you doing?
This yours?
No, I wish it was. How you doing, all right?
Yeah, all good, all good.
One of your customers, mate.
Thank you. Another customer. When it comes to escorts, my first car was actually, when I was 17, was a Mark II Escort, number plate UON408S. It was red, 1300cc. Nice car, learned to drive in that, passed my test in that, lowered it, that kind of stuff, put a boot spoiler on there, and then I blew up the engine in that.
I saw you on this.
Liverpool fan, really? Loads of banter at this event as well. It's just great catching up with people, bumping into Liverpool fans. I'm not a Liverpool fan, by the way, I'm an Arsenal fan. Those of you that follow football, all right, you can say whatever you want about Arsenal. I'm still going to be a loyal Arsenal fan. P1 Scooby, for you Scooby guys, I know this is like the holy grail. I've got one of my friends owns one of these as well. These are great cars, absolutely amazing performance. We've owned a Subaru, not a P1, it's a WRX, had a massive audio build in there. Probably goes against owning a Subaru because it's all about weight saving and performance, but we went the other way because that's what we do at Car Audio Security. We had subwoofers and speakers and amplifiers, that's our job. And in fact, one of our biggest project cars that we worked on last year, Rocky Patel's Escort RS Turbo bass van is here. That thing is super loud, he's run it in well, still playing fantastic, hasn't blown any subs yet, which is surprising because I thought we'd blow up some subs by now, but to give you an idea of location, we're Stoke Poges. Stoke Poges to Hayes, I'm going to guess 7 miles, give or take. That's why there are a lot of our customers and clientele here. Local guys that live Southall, Hounslow, Hayes, West London. Hence why we keep bumping into a lot of people, which is kind of cool too. Another one of our customers who's become a friend as well, Classic Custom. These are his cars, all aired out. Obviously he loves his airlift performance management as well. This E30 we worked on, so we bagged this E30 about 2 years ago, I think, just as lockdown kicked in. Stunning colour.
How long before we get stopped again, bruv? This video is going to be cagey because we just keep getting stopped. It's a good thing.
Palm, taking you back to your roots, look, Mark IIs. Oh, I know you love your Mark IIs. So those of you that don't know, Palm, his history was around Mark IIs.
can't believe the price of them at the minute. I can't bring myself to pay that much money for a Mark II Golf.
That's the price of everything at the moment, isn't it? All classic
Yeah.
cars. He's got a sick number plate, this guy.
Oh, resembles one of yours, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that's a left-hand drive G60 Edition 1 in a very rare, I think they used to call it Mulberry, I think, maybe. This is the one to have.
See what I mean? See, I wouldn't have known that. I didn't even spot its left-hand drive. Okay, I can see the G60
Yeah,
badge.
G60s only ever came in left-hand drive as well. This is beautiful, very nice.
What's with the plate, man? What's the first name?
Rajan.
So we got another Rajan, obviously Singh, and surname is? Sandhu.
Sander.
Sander. So I'm a Sangur, he's a Sander. Okay, that's bloody confusing. Lovely car.
Merc 124s are in the limelight at the minute, and everyone seems to be wanting to do up a 124. There's a lovely converti here with some AMG Aeros on it, and then there's another one behind it that recently came out of our workshop, and we bagged that one. That was a lovely colour, that one. Let's go check it out. Yeah, this is one that recently rolled out of our workshop. This one's running Odin struts and airlift management. Yeah, that sits lovely now. Really nice motor.
Palm, that Maserati.
Yeah.
We've got that booked in, haven't we?
Yeah, so this Maserati's booked in with us in a few weeks. We don't see many of these coming through the workshop, but yeah, when this one comes in, it's going to be special.
Can you say what's happening to it?
I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, just wait. A few weeks time, it'll be done.
E30 M3 convertible, man of my own heart. I've got one that I'm restoring, and he owns also that 964 C2 next to it. He's a man of my own heart, you know. In fact, let's go and have a look at his engine bay. Let's see what his engine bay's like. Yeah, proper S14 lump. So one thing with this one is I questioned him. I said, hold on, this has got bubble interior, just like my Motorsport. I thought these were never supplied with bubble interior, but apparently I've been told this actually came with bubble interior. So that must be very, very, very rare. Overall, a very clean, usable car, just needs a bit of paintwork on the outside.
The head honcho of Stoke Poges, yeah?
Turn around.
Yeah, just turn around.
So
The head
he
honcho
owns
of
the
Stoke-
manor. He is the mayor of Stoke Poges.
He owns the Police Association.
Bagged Benz over there. These guys have been to our Mercedes meet. Awesome builds. C1 2.3. One good thing, Blaupunkt Bremen. I've lost count of the amount of Blaupunkt Bremens I've seen in a lot of the classics here today. It does fit perfectly in the dash of these classics. So what is a C1 2.3? It's rare. Is it factory Alpina? C1 2.3. Very, very, very rare. How long you had this?
2 years, but I started building it in February.
Okay, February this year.
Yeah, February this year.
So when you say building it, what have you had to do?
Everything. So full respray.
You did that yourself?
Yeah.
Wow, very impressive. What made you want to buy a C1 2.3 Alpina?
I mean, I've always loved E30s. I think when you think BMW, it's just a timeless, like it is E30.
Yeah, timeless design,
Of
yeah.
course. And the M3 is obviously the go-to.
Yeah, that's the pinnacle, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think Alpina is the underdogs, and especially when you find something like this. I bought it in 2020 now, and it was in dire condition. The roof had rotten through, it was rusty all over, and it pained me to see the car in that state.
Well, look, you know what? You're talking about E30 M3s being the pinnacle. There's like 8 of them here today.
There's plenty, yeah.
I think there's only one Alpina. Good man. One great thing to see is that Nathan is 23 years old and he's got the opportunity to go out and buy an M4, you know, a G80 M4 or an F80 M3 or whatever, you know, but he's chosen to buy a B registration, 1986? 1984 Alpina E30. I think that's fantastic. You know, most young guys would think, you know, I'm just going to buy a new car and be done. It's lovely and refreshing to see that some of the youth of today actually love some of the cars that we grew up on. Guys, check this out. Pontiac Firebird belonging to Maybach man, and it's one of the original Knight Rider cars. It's not the original, but you know, it's a recreation. It's work in progress?
Yeah, I mean, it's like 90% done.
Okay.
We'll see the full dashboard to finish it off, but yeah,
You've had it 12 years, you said, yeah?
I've had it 12 years, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen one of these in the flesh. Quite interesting. He's got loads of switchgear inside. We'll have a look at the switchgear. Lovely cloth interior. Loads of switchgear. I've got no idea what that does. Probably doesn't do anything bar flick a few lights on. Oh, and he's got a Nakamichi CD tuner in there. One of the original Nakamichi CD tuners. I know he's a bit of an audio guy, so he knows what he's got there. So there's no way I can try and pinch that stereo off him cheap, because he knows what he's got. Another Mark 1 RS 2000. Very, very, very rare. Lovely color combo. Just so many cars here, guys. We can't go over each and every car. There's probably going to be some cars that we walk past and you're like, why didn't you stop and talk about that car? We can't. There's too many. I think there's in excess of 500 cars here today, in excess of 1,000 people. So, you know, we can't talk about each and every car. So I apologize if we walk past the car and you're like, why didn't you talk about that? I apologize, but we're on the clock. One of Raj Seera's cars. Lovely. But this is what has attracted my attention. Nice row classic.
Yeah, that's Raj's.
M3M.
That's Mohan's.
This looks like a proper track animal. Full cage, shifter, carbon fiber door cards, harnesses, buckets. Proper track toy this is.
Oh mate, he's only just recently purchased this, and it's badass. Now he's actually known as the Sarpanch of Stoke Poges. For those of you that don't know that, what's the Sarpanch? Head of the village.
Yeah, I was going to say mayor, but yeah, head of the village.
And as you can see, he's quite carefree, just carefree, rests his pint of beer on the bonnet. But anyway, welcome to the channel.
Loves these classic cars,
right?
loves these classic bikes as well.
Yeah, this is my son's collection.
Oh, you got a couple of those classic BMXs.
He's actually got a tractor as well. So he loves everything classic.
Yeah.
Anything old, I like it. That's why I like Raj.
That's why he didn't let go of my hand. But I'm going to ask him a question.
Go on.
Do you actually know how to drive this thing? Because this is a proper driver's car.
Why don't you ask him?
Does he know how to drive this thing?
He does. He does.
All right.
And
I've been driving E30 M3 since I was 19. And I've never been.
So that's about 3 years, yeah?
Oh, I think it's time to go and get a beer and a kebab, don't you?
I think so. Guys, thanks for watching. As always, any questions or any comments you have, drop them down below. We'll do our best to answer them. Car of the show for you, have you got something in mind?
Do you know what? It's if I had to pick an oddball and one that's pretty rare, I'll probably have to pick the Impala, to be honest with you.
Pabs Impala?
Because there's nothing else here like it. So yeah, for me, that's going to be car of the show, I think.
I think for me, I'm a Porsche and BM guy.
Go on.
I'm going to go with Mourn's E30 M3.
Yeah?
Because I think the livery, the look, the white wheels I can see from here, that car does stand out.
Proper Group A.
And there's like, I don't know, there's 10 or 12 E30 M3s here.
Yeah, but that one stands out.
That stands out. For me, that's the car of the show. There's so many fantastic cars here.
The other thing with that one is every part of it's been modified. Mechanically, aesthetically, it's amazing, it's amazing. So.
Guys, as always, hit that like button now, share and subscribe. And myself and Palm.
Sorry, I just got distracted by the Mark II Golf. But anyway, listen. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And remember, like Rod said, make sure you like, share and subscribe. And we'll see you later.
Yeah, we're off to get a beer and a kebab. See you later.